Hello everybody and welcome back to AETHERIS, a party-based, turn-based tactics roguelike that I'm very excited to be checking out again here today. Played it this week and I was absolutely blown away by it, and I just wanted an excuse to play at least a little bit more of it here. So maybe we'll go in, we'll see what a run looks like, but don't worry, we'll start fresh. We're going to skip through the tutorial, but I will refresh you or teach you if you had not checked out the other video I did. But you are in for an absolute treat, is one thing I'll say for certain. Yesterday, the world cracked open. 4 Vazard warriors were enjoying a gnat stew when the earth began to shake. The sky filled with clouds and a huge black mass burst from the mountain above their village. The shade begun to spread. Brave warriors chose to examine it more closely. But I do know that we're going to be offered the choice of going into a tutorial or skipping it, so we're going to be doing it fresh here. God, just the visual style, though. All right, so here we are. Here is our lovely band of bizarre Vazard heroes. We're going to be heading on in, but I was not just blown away by the obvious visuals. The actual gameplay and the way that characters level up and progress is super unique, interesting, and rewarding as well. You can really fine-tune them to be this wild, very specific, very customizable character, which I really, really enjoy. Ahead of the warriors, the shade has engulfed everything, the road, the ground, even the sky. Lightning and growls burst from the strange opaque fog that faces them. We're going to run away while there's still time to skip the tutorial. The terrified warriors consider heading back to the village. But one does not simply walk away from the shade. The evil shade catches up with them and swallows them up. Others will have to pick up the torch. The warriors never made it back. Something emerged from the shade, eating them alive, spreading panic. Is this the cataclysm the prophecy spoke of? The shade keeps spreading. It's now up to you to take action. You and the 3 other Vazards have offered to seek a safe path to help the village escape the wilderness. Make haste. The shade quickly catches up with anyone leaving the village. Alright, so now we head into our little village here, where we're going to be able to pick our band of heroes. Okay. Let us select. So we have a huge group here of various ranging levels. Each character will have like their own kind of, their own weapon, but other higher level, non-level 0 characters will have a potential passive or active ability with them as well. So I'm going to try and make, a decent combination of a couple different characters. Inflicts minus initiative to a target. So basically makes it so they will be slower in the turn order, gain initiative. Mathematics. We got a math magician here. Inflict physical damage. The target and yourself receive bleeding. Gain 3 strength for 3 turns whenever you receive damage. That seems like too fun of a character to not keep. What do you got here? Inflict damage and defense down. Gain dodge. That could be something. Spiritual assault. I definitely want a magic user. Gain 4 initiative. Okay. That's our math magician. What's this? Knocks an enemy back, gain a defense every 2 levels, starting at level 1. And we have the knockback. So we'll go for that one. And then let's look for potentially some kind of a support. Gain defense and magic defense is what that's going to mean there. Target gains movement points. I think we're going to do that. We're going to start with a similar loadout, I think, to what I had last time, but we also have the ability to rename. So I'm going to grab some of my Patreon supporter names here, I think. One moment. All right, there we are. We got our squad. Now we can also do something called adding a spirit. So it changes them in the following ways. They will absorb the spirit to cheat death once. I believe once. It can reroll when evolving. Oh, I did not realize that was related to that. So we'll cover that when we get to it. But we also can't make risky decisions. And that's going to be like when events show up. There will be some decisions that are riskier that could potentially pay off more, but we won't be able to make them. So I kind of want to leave one person able to make some risky decisions. But basically, as your characters die, they turn into these spirits that you can then apply to another character. And it gives them, you can see, these sort of stats here. So let's go ahead and get on MoreThanAwesome here. We'll make you our more tanky unit, which I would say is going to be that one. What else do we have? Strength up. We have power up. Power is going to be like magic power. And then we'll do, let's see. You're kind of our melee. Yeah, our sort of melee. We'll go for the max HP and strength. And then I guess that means Cast Iron Walk is not going to have the spirit. So let's do that. There's our squad. Let us begin a run. Out we go. To the shade. This is the first time you venture so far from the village. Through the trees, a large light guides you. It's always shown in the distance. According to the prophecy, this is where salvation shall await you. Okay, so here you can see on the bottom, this is kind of like our general map that we're going to be working on. There's a shade that is going to catch up to us in 25 days, which is something we're going to need to manage, but it's not really that big of a deal. At least it wasn't, but I'm sure it will be later. If it catches us, probably a big problem. But I don't know. Maybe as the run goes on further, we'll have a harder time managing it than I did the last time I played. This is it. You've just gotten out of the village. You're trembling in excitement. Adventure calls, even though you don't know which way to go. So we can choose one of 4 different paths. I think I gathered food last time. Onward and running probably gives us a boost to the shade taking longer to catch us. Let's go to the Sacred Orchard. Don't know what that means, so let's do it. The orchard is pretty close to the village. It's where the Vazers are returned to the earth with a seed in their mouths so that they can ascend and become spirits. Among the big and proud trees of the elders and more recent saplings, there are fresh graves aplenty. Okay, so we can't... Your spirit makes it so I can't do these because they're a little bit risky. Look closely at the trees or quickly pay respects. Let's look closely. The oldest trees are shedding leaves as if a sickness had taken a hold of them. To see this saddens you and further reinforces your determination to save your village. You need to get moving. Adams recovers 30 experience points. Well, all right. Okay, so then now it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a tussle. Get ready to fight. I don't think we have any, like, inventory stuff that we need to worry about for now. But our first combat, we're not going to have a whole lot of abilities or wild things we can do. But I assure you, as you play more and more, evidenced by how big the, ability bar is, I think you can assume how gnarly things could get. All right, so we got 2 Flayards. We're going to move JusticeTom close. You're kind of our magician. We'll put you a little bit further back. Cast Iron Walk, you look like you're our support. MoreThanAwesome, you're going to be kind of our tank. I think we'll keep them relatively close in here. These have a movement of 2 spaces you can see right there. So it won't be too bad. So now we're going to roll for initiative, which, if you played like a tabletop game, it's basically just going to be our turn order. So we're going with you here first. 9 to 12 magical damage. It takes up 0 will, which is a type of mana that does not come back very often. There is action points, which is kind of your standard thing. That's what most things will take. And then there's a movement point. So you can see that the Spiritual Assault takes 3 action points and 2 movement points. So if we were in melee range, we could do both of these. But since we're not, and I don't want to put myself in danger, we're just going to blast you from here. And then we actually have a movement point to even run back 1 space, which I guess I'll do. Okay. Now we got MoreThanAwesome. We've got Jostle, knock an enemy back 4 tiles, inflict 7 to 9 physical damage. A shame that we actually can't... if we put ourselves here, we would have been able to do it, wouldn't we? 1, 2... Or wait. 1, 2, 3... No, we were always going to be... Based off the way it was set up, we were always going to be one space too far. Unfortunately, because we have our support, they rolled super, super bad as far as initiative goes. But we know that you guys can only move 2 spaces. 1, 2... So I guess I'm just going to put myself in a good spot for next time. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, no matter what, you guys should not be able to hit me here. Okay. It is going to be a little bit sketchy. All right. The target gained 2 movement points for 2 turns. I'm going to put it on my Magician. It's a combination that I felt worked really well the last time I played. 1, 2. We can move in just a little bit. Because if you move up here, I think that won't be that big of a deal. Now, this turn is where the sparks might fly. Okay. Ooh, this guy actually got to... he's going to be going pretty much no matter what. There's a chance I can... Like, actually a good chance I could kill you before you go. I can do up to 24 damage. Let's check. What's your ability do? 9 to 16. So the worst case scenario is 18. The worst case scenario is I can do 28 damage to you, assuming you have enough movement. 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to chance it. Because now I got the extra movement points, so I can theoretically do it. 10. 9. Oh, boy. That is not what I wanted. I was hoping we were going to be able to kill him before he gets to go. There is still a chance, but I'm going to be honest, this is risky. 12! You've got to be kidding me. So close. I mean, we did it to ourselves, but... Alright, so we have knock an enemy back. I'm going to go down here. This only costs 3. It'll inflict enough damage to kill. And then we're also going to do this on you again, which should put us in complete safety. It will mean we can't attack you this turn. But we're also... It doesn't really matter. We can get 1, 2. Yeah, that's a little bit more damage than I would have liked on my healer, but hey. Oh. Sorry, my power almost went out. My power did go out for a second? Very strange. Very, very, very strange. I don't have enough movement to do it again, do I? I still do. For 2 turns. Apologies for the weird pause. My monitor's turned off. My light's turned off. It's the shade. It's coming. Okay, so I don't think anybody will probably get a level up here to show that off. Got a flaying dagger. 3 action points. There's nothing special about it, but it does take 3 actions. So if I wanted to maybe do like a couple smacks on somebody, could be good. Because most of our units have 6 action points right now, or all of our units do. So a thing that takes 4 action points is sort of suboptimal. So what is it? Okay, so we found a resting point. We can do a couple different things. We can pray, which will refill our will. That's the mana type system I was talking about that can't be easily replenished. That's the way to replenish it. Or we can rest to heal up, which is only going to heal, cast, and walk. We could run to gain 7 days on our shade timer, or we can train to get a couple level ups, which is definitely what I'm going to be doing here. Okay. So now we get to do a level up. So this is Adam's. So this is our kind of our magician to an extent. So we can pick one of our traits to level up. Mysticism is probably what we're going to go for. Rationality is kind of going to be more like critical stuff, tactical stuff. Empathy being support. Brutality being, what you would expect, physical damage dealing stuff. I'm going to go for the mysticism. Now we roll 2 random different stat upgrades we can go for. Initial movement points up by 1 is absolutely colossal. That means that you can use Spiritual Assault without being buffed. That's so big. It's such a tiny little thing, but it's so big. All right, now here is the next thing. We can draft 2 cards to reveal. There's 2 decks. There is active skills and passive skills. They each have their own quality. There's kind of like a randomized little deck of different, blue tier abilities, because we picked the blue tier personality trait there. So I can draft out 2. I can either grab 2 passives, 1 and 1, or 2 actives, and then I'll pick between whatever gets flipped over. So I'm going to go with the more rare passive. In fact, let's go with both of the rare passives, because I feel like we have a really good, or the rare passive and the uncommon and common, rather. It's probably a better way of saying it. Gives 15 initiative to all party members until they play their first turn. So basic... Ooh. Oh, 15 initiative to all party members until they play... So basically, on turn 1, I will probably guaranteed get to go first with everybody. Or gain a power every 2 levels, starting at level 1. That's just going to be magic damage. That's a lot of ramping damage. I gotta be honest, though. Pretty much always getting the first turn in battle seems like a thing that will remain beneficial forever. All right, I'm definitely going to keep on going with Empathy with Cast Iron Walk, hoping to get some kind of like a more defensive thing. 4 power. Currently, you don't have any magic moves, but 4 power I think is a lot. So maybe I do that, and then I could look into getting you a magic ability later. Or 2 max SP, which is, again, to do kind of more powerful moves. Currently, you have... All right, you know what? Sure. Or we could re-roll. No, Cast Iron Walk doesn't have a spirit, so they can't re-roll. Get the slightly more rare passive. And then we'll look at a different active. Recover 6 HP at the beginning of each turn. Heal. Cancel any bleeding and poisoning. I think I have to. Instead of healing yourself, 6 health every turn is good. It could potentially even be worth going for a tank character, grabbing an empathy personality trait to get something like that. That could be really good. But yeah, now we have a direct heal. All right. Bing! You start to walk with your guard up, and you spot a dark mass on the side of the road. A swarm of flies seems very interested in it. Looks like what's left of a Harstag carcass. Stay away, bury what's left, study the carcass, or see if you can salvage. Let's bury. You dig a grave. Well, failing to dig a grave would be quite a way to have a failure. You bury what's left, and one of their kin is staring at you from a distance. You gently chase it away from the dangerous place. Cast Iron Walk's magical defense is up by 2. Okay. Oh my. You come across a stream, a raging one, that's waters are agitated and roaring. An old wooden bridge was built to cross, but no one seems to have used it in ages, let alone taken care of it. Several planks are on the verge of falling off, while others did a long time ago. Safety is the first thing that comes to mind about this bridge. Look for a ford, look for another bridge. So yeah, we can't take any of the risky decisions, because each one is based off of one of our characters here. I guess I'll look for a ford. The ford was where you remembered. Here, the stream is nothing but peaceful and shallow. You cross it without even thinking about it, and JusticeTom gets 30 experience points. which is enough to level up. Let's go. You're going to be our just damage-dealing god. 3 strength, no thought, head empty, big muscle. Go for the uncommon active. Wait. Was I able to pick the thing behind it? I mean, sure. Inflicts weapon damage and -3 defense for 3 turns. It has a 5-turn cooldown. This is an active ability. Costs 2 spirituality points or ignore defense. Just forever ignore defense. Sounds great. So I will also say, as you play more and more of the game, you unlock new skills that will be added to your pool. So if you're seeing some of the ones that you saw in the Let's Try video that I did, and you're wondering about that, there are indeed more that you unlock over the course of time. Should I get this flaying dagger on somebody? Probably more than awesome here. Yeah. Hold on. So this does 5 to 6. So yeah, strike is just, it's just not good. It's not supposed to be. Okay. What do we got? A flayed guard. Flayard and a flayed guard. They both have terrible movement. Let's see. Sword like pincers, it weakens its prey before chasing it relentlessly. It's got more health. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. That should be good. You get the hell back. Right? I guess I could have you be closer. Be 1, 2. You're not going to be able to get in to do an attack anyways. Not on turn 1, but I guess I'll leave you here. You can stay the hell back. Maybe behind the rock. Premonition. Oh my god, not even, yeah. I don't think it's possible to fail that at this point. You know, I'm trying to think. JusticeTom, you can get in there and you can do 1 short sword attack for 20. So I'm going to say 1 hit from there on you. And then since we're not going to be able to get to you with anybody else, we'll go for that. Sounds good. JusticeTom gets in. Go for the big stab. Of course, it's 19. Target gains 2 movement points. You have how much? 2? 1, 2. 1, 2. So if I move you here, then you could take a hit. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be... I guess what I could do is give Brad movement points here. Just move in. Be a little safe. Could heal. We'll do it next time. Because then we can run in like this. Get a guaranteed attack here. And a jostle. Which will knock you back far enough to... Well, it's not going to really be a problem. For you. Oh, we dodged, though. Thank goodness. Oh, easy fight. I can't express how big it is that... How big it is that we just got the 1 extra movement point. That means that Adams can attack twice every turn without having to worry about it. That's a really big get for us. Level up? Nope. All right, what do we get? Bone Stick. Give 2 magical power, but otherwise it's not a very good thing. Flaying Sword. 12 health points, but not a great thing to just actually hit with. So that would be like I could put it on my tank. I sort of like the idea rather of I kind of like keeping the standard dinky sword. Where's it? Party item. Flaying sword. Bone stick. The bone stick is definitely going here. Because we have not used a melee hit a single time. Critical up. What does this dagger give? Nothing. 12 extra health. You currently have how much HP? 84. I'm not worried about it. The Flayed Guard finally gave its last breath, or rather the last roar. Stare at your vanquished foe. Take a closer look at the beast. Stare. Geez, you're still trembling in fear from the fight. But you managed to win, and now your opponent's corpse lies on the ground as proof of your victory. Gazing upon it, you don't feel afraid anymore. You feel strong. The entire party's critical damage has increased by 15%. All right. Still definitely don't need to go for the heal. Pray, I'm going to say nah. It's basically run or train. I'm going to go for train. If we can just like keep on getting stronger and stronger, we're going to be less likely to take more damage. So I think we have a level up on More Than Awesome. Could go for an empathy passive. I kind of want to try that out. Magical defense or max health. I guess I'll go with a 12 max health. It helps on both. Go for both passives. When an enemy deals damage to you, they receive an accuracy downgrade for 2 turns. The group gains 15 dodge for a turn whenever you kill an enemy. Is that 15 dodge? Is that going to be percent? Looks like it. Neither of them are guarantees, but this is less required on More Than Awesome being a stone cold killer. I really like that. I like going for that passive. I like kind of mixing the classes together a bit there. I think that worked out well. A familiar tone resounds over the side of the hill you're climbing. Intrigued, you make haste and discover what's left of a wanderer's caravan. The tracks point towards a flare ambush. You progress slowly among the rubble until you spot a survivor, singing and dancing alone. Bring them to reason. These are going to be coin flips. Silence them, sing with them, calm them down. Let's try and bring them to reason. I have not failed a coin flip yet in both videos I've done. You hail the Vazard as warmly as you can, asking them where are the others. Their singing stops, and you can see a glimpse of their consciousness coming back into their eyes. They mumble a confused story about songs of the campfire mutating into screams and the claws in the night. Some ran away while they hid away. What? Some ran away while they hid. Was it the right call? Not convinced yourself, you claim that you would have done the same. Cast Iron walks a magical defense up by 4. Holy crap. You are getting so much magical defense. I'll have to try and keep it in mind that we've gotten a couple... Oh, God. Couple good rolls there for magical defense on you. Jeez. 6 from the temporary buff. So the other thing with resting, when you do it to heal, it also resets all of the random events that have happened to you, both good and bad. So I've only had good things happen to me right now, but if it were to be bad stat downgrades or something, they would go away. 3 movements. 40 health. Like, we can kill. Sort of. We can kill 1. Who's more likely to... Between JusticeTom... 18 to 20... 9 to 11 twice. Well, do you have any armor? I guess that would be an important factor. You have no defense. I think that we will still go for you. And we're going to hope, basically, that Cast Iron Walk goes before MoreThanAwesome, I think. Premonition means we should get to go first, like, really, no matter what for right now. Okay, magic first. We'll hit you with a blast. And then a second blast. Okay. Never mind, we're good enough already. One, two, three. Smack. So I guess he'll just hang out right here. Get wrecked. You know what? We'll heal you up a little bit. Mad. I think that's a strength increase. Okay, they have a charge. That ended up hurting quite a bit. They do have an accuracy penalty now. That's the best thing I can say about what just happened there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. If we get a buff on you, you can attack this one. But it's... Oh, God. For action economy reasons... It will rush at any meat that it comes across before cutting it with its blades. So does it get to do the charge every turn? I really should have gone for this one. Between the two of you, can I do enough damage to kill here? Absolutely not, especially because JusticeTom won't make it. So you know what? This is probably the right call then. Was it originally the right call? Probably not. Okay, so now you're gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Feels like a waste. But if this guy's gonna go anyways, yeah. This is basically just... Oh, and of course we crit there. Brad taking a massive beating. Okay, so we can go in, we can smack, and then punch you away. But I don't want to. I don't want to punch you away. We'll just do 2 little dinky cuts in the back. And hope that we roll, for the most part, better. And we did. Okay, good. Let's do the 1. Surely your ability's not off cooldown, right? I don't know if I get to know. I don't think I get to know. We could wait until your turn. I mean, what's your chance of dodge? Do you have any dodge chance? 5%? Yeah, it's on cooldown. All right, if this misses, I'm upset. Okay. All right. 1 more turn and we could have gotten another little cheeky heal. It's not worth stalling. It's not worth stalling. That did not go great. I did not anticipate the huge charge wrecking us there. We should be... That should give us a lot. All right, Cast Iron Walk. Let's grab a mysticism ability. Magical defense, max HP. I'll get some magic HP, I guess. Okay. Inflict magic damage. The caster gains 20 defense for 3 turns. Cost 1 will. There. We'll get the spiritual assault. That's kind of, that's what I wanted there. Just give you the ability to potentially do a little bit of a dinky damage that scales off of it. Wishbone, an item that we can equip that increases our critical chance by 5%. All right. Does my heal get rid of bleed? Because if it does, we got a really good combo. Oops. I know it gets rid of bleeding and poison. Target and you both receive bleed, minus 3 HP for 3 turns. I mean, it's a lot, but it's a good combo. Oh, God. See, resting sounds like it could be viable now. That's a big heal. We don't get a rest until the boss, so we lose all of our buffs, our critical damage, all of the magic defense up there. I think that we just should, right? That's 40 heal. That's a 40 heal. It's worth it. Away we go. So it looks like two events into a boss. Cross paths with some wanderers and recognize their clothing and weapons. They're scouts from the Luanu's caravan. They offer help and guidance in the long road that still awaits you. Travel with them for a bit. Be wary of them. I can't steal their provisions or water. I know that there is a mechanic in the game for you to get a helper. I'm going to hope that this works. Your travel becomes lively and entertaining, considering everything that you discuss with the wanderers. They've traveled so much and learned so many things. You get 15 experience points. Whether or not they will actually stay with us in combat, probably not. While you're walking together, the wanderers start asking questions about the Shade. They, too, have been monitoring its progress. What do you know about it? Talk about the prophecy or refuse to answer? Ooh. The wanderers listen to every word, only nodding every once in a while. They do not know about the prophecy and ask plenty of questions about it. You're overjoyed to find someone interested in the knowledge of your village. Initiative raised by 2. Okay, I'm just glad it didn't backfire, and they were like, we're actually spies. Did you not notice that I am a giant cloud of smoke? Alright, so I'm going to slap the crit chance on you, I think. +1 strength, 4 to 5 damage, 8 to 10. 4 to 5 damage twice. And we could increase our crit chance. This gives a +1 strength, though. There really is an argument either way, isn't there? I'm going to go for this because since we have 15% crit chance now, 2 attacks could potentially be enough to, like, I don't know, help us get a crit. I don't know. It's weird. Two chances at that crit is better than 1 chance at 10. 1 chance at 10 or 2 chances at 15. Oh my heavens, this is a lot. Moulton. Man, the music in combat is always so much louder. Made of fire and darkness, wrapped in protective shade, the Moulton burns enemies in the same flames that regenerated. It will attack the weakest prey to drain it of its blood before devouring it. Oh, there's a lot going here. Oh, we do get the, we get helpers. We do indeed. Okay, that's helpful. So these are the people that we met in the quest. They'll stay and actually help. So you charge. The fact that you charge is going to be painful for us, but oh well. we'll get to go first. Whether or not our helpers get their initiative buff as well remains to be seen. Do we go... We could try and tunnel vision the boss before anybody else gets here. It's a lot of damage. Oh, God. The boss... Oh, okay. I was going to say... I meant to move you. I thought that you were just one of the helpers. Oh boy, this is a mistake. It says there's a cooldown of 0. Okay, so we do bleed ourselves, but if we go for the heal on them, that's going to help so much. You get in, you go for a smack, and then a knockback, which will make you take even more damage. We're definitely going to... Oh, no. That radius is so much worse than I thought. Okay, so I'm going to have to move forward 2 to get the heal off. Oh, yay. An extra hit wouldn't have killed anyways. Otherwise, that would maybe feel pretty bad. If any of these helpers... Okay, is this going to... So they can just charge no matter what. Appeased. Oh, come on. Come on, dudes. Attack the boss. Please. You have a gun? You got a freaking gun and you healed me? Thank you. And you gave me motivation? Okay, these guys are cracked. I did not realize there were just guns. I kind of love that. Oh my god. Alright, now this is going to be a nightmare. I think he does an AoE burn. Was that his turn? Oh, he did some kind of like a buff up for his turn, which isn't going to matter. Okay. Let's just guaranteed. Big boss is dead. That's so good. All right, there is a chance that I kill. You have a movement of 2, yeah? So, yeah, you could get me regardless. 14. All right. Now another 50-50. Or a crit. Slightly higher than 50-50. Oh! That's why it's slightly higher than 50-50, because a crit means it don't matter, dude. All right, now you back up. Spiritual Assault. So you can pop that twice. I'm a little bit more worried about... Sorry to be greedy. I'm a little bit more worried about my guys than the random helper. I will protect my kin. Mad. I will not protect your kin, though. Oh, my lord. Okay, so they could charge up here, but I'd rather have them charge at... Oh, I thought that was my healer. Never mind. What are you doing? Shooting him with a gun, of course. Oh, that was not bad at all. Am I missing health on anyone after that? Any of my heroes? No? I think I took a little bit of damage and then they healed me. Feels like a waste to go for more. But there's no way in hell you're going to be able to run anywhere else to get a hit at this point. Start running, get closer, close the gap. Who am I kidding? You're just get. Oh. I was going to say, who am I kidding? You're just going to shoot him. Movement 2. Shoot him. Just gun. Do you have parry? This also takes 2 movement. So, like, this is the best I could do. I'm sure that this is out of range. Sure the hell is. You're so far away. Oh, you poor sap. I'm coming to get you. Ooh, baby, one of these days. If you don't get shot first. Oh, nice. You came in to go for a heal. Motivation up. No reason to heal anyone. No, sir. I don't have any more. Oh, wait. Brad does have. Oh, Brad still goes. I will say, as I love the art, but it is sometimes sort of tough to tell people apart here. All right. You better get close enough to do something. Nope. I gotta be honest, it doesn't matter. Like, these guys are gonna handle it. Parry. Oh my god, a whole nother turn. This guy's lasting as long as the boss did. Just because he's so far away. That's all I could do. Shoot him. Oh, there you go. and then you stab him in the back. Wow. That one guy was a resilient son of a gun. Win a fight alongside Luanu. Unlocks us a new special skill that has been added to our pool. Well, hell yeah. Certainly we'll get a level up. Here. Maybe even almost on all. JusticeTom, brain off, big number brutality. Strength damage up. Do you need a new active skill? I don't know. You know what? We'll add 1 and 1. Inflicts takes 1 movement point, 6 of our action points. Do a lot of damage and then remove movement point from the target. Or gain 1 defense every 2 levels, starting at. I'll give it a shot. I'm sure there's some kind of a use case for it. You don't have a lot of movement points yourself, so that's basically like either A, you need to be standing by them already, or B, move 1, hit them, move 1, which I don't know. Obviously for power instead of the strength. I guess, you know what? Wow me. 2 uncommons. One of these has got to be good. Inflict 20. Okay, so this takes 6 points. Has a 5-turn cooldown. Also costs 1 of our 1 will. Ooh. This is tricky. Huge AoE. I don't know if it can be friendly fire, though. This is interesting. It takes 4 action points. So this would be my whole turn. Really? This would be my whole turn. They both would be. This is a big burst. This is... I think that Mystical Storm sounds fun. The other one sounds good. If it was 3 action points, I'd go for it. Otherwise, I feel like I'm going to need another action point before it's going to be anything good. let's try something. Let's just try something. Critical damage, critical chance. I'm going to spend one of your spirit points to reroll that. Additional range on all attacks. It's not particularly useful right now. I'm going to give you dodge. Your attacks cannot be dodged. A 3-tile trap that inflicts physical damage. Well, I would have gotten the range then. Completely undodgeable sounds really, really nice. That sounds really nice. Just for a tank character, doesn't do a lot of damage, but we just want him to be consistent. We get a gun. We get a freaking gun ourselves if we want it. All right. Hell, maybe JusticeTom will get a gun. I feel like it probably doesn't make a ton of sense. Wonder if it scales on strength. Because theoretically, you don't need to be strong to hold a gun, use a gun. Finally, the Mulliton roared its last. You would never believe you'd manage to bring it down. Rip its heart out, drink its blood, look at the insides, cut its horn. I guess I'll rip its heart out. Okay, good. You can start carving into the Mulliton's torso and preciously take his heart out. On a whim, you decide to eat it. Why not? Powerful feeling of strength takes a hold of you as the Mulliton's might was now yours. Cast Iron Walk gets a huge boost to XP, which is our final level up we needed there. I think that we can probably run back to this. Initial movement points up is huge, especially since you have Spiritual Assault as well. Fine, show me that active. Targeted enemy skips their turn. See, yeah, it's really weird. I think it's better than minus 10 accuracy on adjacent targets. It's very specific and it's not guaranteed. Oh wait, no, but it is a passive. It is a passive. However, it doesn't specifically say enemies. Targeted enemy skips their turn. It costs our entire turn and a will point. I think it's still worth it, right? We pop that on like a boss, you know? It could be really, really useful. All right. Boing. Surely we don't need to rest. Pray. Train doesn't give us as much as I would want, so let's, you know what? We'll run. Let's gain a 7-day boost. Why the hell not? To the Augur's Mountain. However, I think that is that. And that's going to do it here for today for AETHERIS. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. We'll continue this run, see how it goes. Maybe we'll die, maybe we won't. We'll just have to see. If you guys want more of this, if you'd like to see it stay on the channel for a while, or at the very least until the run finishes, let me know in the form of a comment down below. Like I said, I kind of just, you know, while we're in between series, I kind of wanted to dabble back to AETHERIS and see a little bit more of what it has to offer, especially as we get later and further into a run. I think it's going to get spicier and spicier. But alas, that's that. That's going to do it here for today. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel for roguelikes and more every single day, and I will see you next time. Bye.